All right, what's going on, guys? It's William Bootsy Blandon. Thank you. Welcome back to the channel. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is going to be a rant. I want to do a quick disclaimer. I am not a financial professional in any way, shape, or form. I'm just like a regular entrepreneur, like some of you, that want to give my past experiences and game to the subscribers on this channel. I think a lot of you, it's going to help you out in the future. It's going to save you from making future mistakes. And that's my only purpose in this channel. Whether or not you buy products or services from me, it doesn't matter as much as if I can help somebody with free content, even, with going forward and becoming an entrepreneur and having a successful business. But let me tell you a little bit about who I am. And it's a rant, so I don't blame you if you tune me out, but it's important if you want to get to know me as a business coach or consultant. That's the way I look at it. I like to know who I'm want to work with or gonna do business with in the future. I often laugh nowadays because I've had a few retail jobs in the past, and they say because I carry myself in a very professional manner that it doesn't appear that I grew up in a low economic environment or the hood or the projects. And that's not the case. I just carry myself in a professional manner, and it's hard for people to believe that I was even a young person that even used to steal or do anything corrupt or criminal. But I have done many corrupt things in the past. Um, but I do look at that as, rather than trying to prove how hard I am, I actually appreciate when people think the opposite and they do think I'm more intelligent. Or, I have people in the past accuse me of going to college. I've never been to college, barely made it out of high school alive. I think I got out of high school with like a C average at best. Um, and it's just funny that, I've been to places and events where they'd be like, well, where'd you go to college? Because I carry myself in that manner. But I'm actually from old Norwalk, Connecticut, which is very different from Norwalk, Connecticut now. I'm from Norwalk, Connecticut back in the day when Norwalk was a much more dangerous place. The economics in Norwalk, Connecticut have gone up, probably due to Stanford economics going up, pushing people that way to the point where now even Bridgeport, Connecticut is getting expensive to live. But I'm from that environment. It's been a struggle. Um, my mother was a drug addict, believe it or not, very bad drug addict. I believe she still is, even though she's not on the hard drugs. Once you're a drug addict, you're kind of always a drug addict. You're just managing it the rest of your life. Um, it's safe to say my kid's mom doesn't watch my channel because it's ironic. I ended up having a child by somebody that's very, very similar to my mother in a lot of ways. And she was also a drug addict. But I have a beautiful daughter that came out of that, and my daughter's actually very intelligent. She's actually somebody I consider like a friend now. She's not just my child; she's actually my best friend. So, but back forward, I actually grew up with my father. I knew who he was, but I didn't know who he was. So I hear stories about these kids growing up in the hood with no dad. I felt the same thing because even though I physically knew who he was, he chose to not interact with me or feel the need to interact with me. And thank God I had two remarkable grandparents. They were my mom's parents, and they helped raise me. So they did the bulk of the job. But going through high school, I was a struggle. Got picked on, teased. Um, I actually was named after my father. My original name is Wilbert Blanding Jr. I changed it legally in 2012 to William Bootsy Blanding. Bootsy because that was my grandmother's nickname for me. So I made that my legal middle name. And William because it's still related back to Will, which people called me. And I just didn't like the Wilbert, and it also reminded me of my father. So I changed it to William Bootsy Blanding in 2012. And that's when I think I started getting the entrepreneurial mindset. I kind of started doing a lot of stuff with entities. Um, in the past, I was in the wireless industry. I've probably been in and out of online, offline wireless industry for probably 20 years. So that's where my expertise was. But in this new economy, everybody's selling phones. There's not a real need for that. More recently, I was a Uber and Lyft driver, and that's where I got the bulk of my government funding and monies from. Um, and that's where I am to this day. And I only became a what I consider a business coach or a business consultant because I saw a need for people like myself, really, that came from struggle. How we can help you, how I can help other people. It's not so much what I can sell you as it is how I can help you become a better person, a better entrepreneur. That's why I set up this channel. And I know there's tons and probably thousands of other people on YouTube that you can follow and listen to. But I've took the holding company structure and corporate credit and kind of merged those two on this channel. And I'm gonna have some good content on here that can help you build your own economy where you can be in a struggling situation, but you'll have corporate credit, you'll have business, you can always go back and borrow, you'll always be able to, if you got a functioning business, be able to pay back the money you borrow. That's where we want to be in this journey, and I hope to help a lot of you on that path on this channel. Now, am I 100% right all the time? Absolutely not. I just made a lot of mistakes that I don't want you guys to make. So that's the whole purpose of me on this channel telling you maybe go left because I already went right and it was a mistake. That's how I like to break it down. Of course, there's a lot of people on YouTube, but I don't think I'm not going to say all of them, but I'm going to say a lot of them don't come from struggle. Like, I'll give you an example. Gary Vee. I hear how he talks about his backstory. He came from two entrepreneur parents. He had his father owned, I think, a liquor store. So he didn't come from struggle like I came from struggle. I'm talking like roaches struggle. I doubt Gary Vee grew up with roaches. You know what I'm saying? That's the struggle I'm talking about. And you can come out of that. It's very easy to become a corporate citizen now, build corporate credit, build an entity, but actually have a side hustle that's generating some revenue to put into that holding company. That's what we're going to be doing on this channel. I have a basic holding company course. It's going to give you an overview of ideas and strategies for a holding company. That's at a low introductory price right now. The links are below for that. I talk a lot about this company called Zetegrity. Just by becoming a member, paying $70 a month, you will have all sorts of benefits to business credit services. Right now they're doing still their business funding services. They got a school air cleaning services that they're going to pay you high commissions on. So it's kind of like a one-stop company you work with, and you have a lot of little different opportunities you can market. It's one of the few companies I still do personally work with, because I like to do my own services as well. So the links are below. Check them out. Subscribe. Binge watch some of these older videos, and you'll see that a lot what we're going to talk about on here is personal credit, business credit, um, business funding, SBA, stimulus. We're going to be talking about all that stuff on the channel. But the goal of the channel is really to get you guys to become a corporate citizen at a low price and get you guys in this corporate economy so you don't have to worry about all the pandemic, or worrying about in the future not having a job. That's what we're going to be talking about. I'm an Uber driver, but I'm making money from home. That should tell you that this whole economy is changing. It's not the same. It's never going to go back to the same after this pandemic. So we got to come up with new strategies to become successful, if that makes sense. Thank you for your time. Subscribe, like, comment, click the bell icon, check the links below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.